Principal Secretary, State Department for Gender and Affirmative Action, Honorable Wang'ombe, Deputy Chair, Kenya Women Parliamentary Association, that is KEWOPA, Honorable Beatrice Elachi, Deputy Governor, Central Bank of Kenya, Dr. Susan Koech, Executive Director, Crown Trust, Daisy Amdani, Head of Corporate Global Affairs, Canada, Ms. Njiraine Coker, invited guests, distinguished speakers and panelists, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a privilege to be here at the Women's Economic Forum, Kenya 2025, a forum which brings together key stakeholders to address the critical issue of women's economic empowerment with specific focus on what works. Now, women's economic empowerment, we normally refer to it as we, is not just a matter of fairness. It's a fundamental driver of inclusive economic growth. When women thrive economically, families, communities, and nations prosper. Yet, despite the progress, significant disparities remain. According to the UNICEF Women Economic Empowerment in Kenya Index 2020, only 29% of women aged between 15 and 49 years were empowered in 2014. As you may know, we at the African Women's Center, Study Center, AWSC, and the Women's Economic Empowerment Hub at the University of Nairobi are particularly passionate about this question. I am excited that we carry it as our theme of the day, and I am grateful to Crown Trust and other partners for consistently organizing the Women's Economic Forum in Kenya, which is now in its 5th year. The forgotten middle, who we focus on today, are the women who form the backbone of our local economies. They are the market vendors, the small-scale farmers, the artisans, the entrepreneurs who work tirelessly, often juggling multiple responsibilities to provide for their families and contribute to their communities. To provide for their families also and contribute, yes. They possess incredible resilience and resourcefulness, navigating daily challenges with ingenuity and determination. Yet, they often operate in the shadows, lacking access to the very resources that could propel their businesses to the next level. Limited access to finance, restricted market access, and lack of targeted training are just some of the hurdles they face. Now, ladies and gentlemen, while there is certainly no shortage of goodwill and well-intentioned programs aimed at women's economic empowerment, too often these interventions fall short of their intended impact simply because they are not grounded on solid evidence. At the Women's Economic Empowerment Hub and African Women's Studies Center, we believe that effective empowerment strategies must be built on a foundation of rigorous research. Our mission is to generate data-driven insights that illuminate the path forward for women's economic empowerment in Kenya. We move beyond assumptions and rely on data to understand what truly works, what the real barriers are, and what kinds of interventions have the greatest impact. Through projects like Women's Incubation and National Alliance Building for Women's Economic Empowerment, referred to as NABWE, we are delving deep into the realities faced by women. Our focus is not just on producing academic papers, but on generating practical, actionable insights that can be used by policymakers, practitioners, and investors to create real change on the ground. However, research alone is not enough. We need action. And that's why I'm calling on all of us to partner for impact. To the government, we urge you to incorporate these research findings in your policies and programs. Invest in targeted interventions that address the specific needs of women in the forgotten middle, such as access to affordable finances. To the private sector, we call on you to partner with organizations like AWSC to develop and implement evidence-based programs that support women entrepreneurs within your supply chains and communities. Mentorship programs, access to markets, flexible financing options are just a few ways you can make a difference. To the NGOs and development partners, we encourage you to prioritize evidence-based approaches in your work and collaborate with research institutions to rigorously evaluate the impact of your intervention. Finally, and not the least, to the women entrepreneurs themselves. We encourage you to actively participate in research initiatives, share your experiences, and advocate for policies that support your needs. Your voices are crucial in shaping the solutions that will truly empower you. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Crown Trust and its partners for creating a forum for us to share our research findings, for bringing women together for policy dialogues, and tirelessly work with NABWE and the County Women's Network. In conclusion, let me reiterate that empowering the forgotten middle is not just imperative, it's an economic imperative for our country. Women represent vast untapped resource, and by investing in evidence-based strategies, we can unlock their full potential, drive economic growth, and create a more prosperous future for us all. I am confident that by working together, researchers, policymakers, the private sector, NGOs, and the women themselves, we can translate research into action and build a truly inclusive economy. Thank you.